This might be the wildest catch-up you'll ever see. After this lady grilled this guy with question after question, they still ended up as a match.
Since you guys ended up matching, have you gone on a date?
We've hung out a few times.
We were talking every single day, throughout the day, until the next time that we could see each other.
And their catch-up went from this to this.
Because I don't know if I was being totally fair to Candy and in her favor, and given that I'm blocked now, I couldn't exactly communicate that to her.
You won't believe why she blocked him.
Let's go ahead and bring out our first single lady. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Hi guys, my name is Candy.
Candy, how old are you?
So I'm 29.
Okay.
I'll be 30 Christmas of this year.
Oh, yay, Christmas baby. And now, what do you do?
So I am an HR professional. My background is in management, HRIS, and analytics.
Nice.
I am also a travel advisor, and I do photography on the side.
Okay, you're busy.
Busy.
Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Yeah. So I love travel. That's number one. I love working with kids. So I do a lot of stuff in my church, in my community. I love the gun range. So I like shooting guns.
Okay.
And I love going to the park. So nature, being outside, those types of things.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what are some things you look for in a man?
So, someone who is able to prioritize being in a relationship, someone who is intentional, being able to make plans and that type of thing, someone who is trustworthy, and someone I can really just spend my time with, my life with. Yeah.
All right. Now, what are some deal breakers?
Yeah. So, someone who lacks boundaries. Someone who is not intentional, someone who expects respect but does not give it. That's a big one for me. Someone who tells our relationship business.
Ooh.
So I feel like if we have issues or conflict or problems, that should be between us. We should be able to work that out amongst ourselves. And then someone who does run from conflict. So we should be able to be adults and work that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we did get a pop balloon.
Yeah.
Let's go on right over here to see why they ended up popping.
Let's go.
My name is Ontario, and I'm 35.
And Ontario, what do you do?
I'm a comedian, and I'm also a videographer, and I manage a party business.
Sure. Okay.
All right. And now, Ontario, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped the balloon because with my comedy, I would tell our relationship business like on stage to a lot of people. And if that's a red flag for you or like a deal breaker, I can't.
I understand. I mean, I understand it from a comedian aspect. Yeah, I understand.
Now, is he someone that's your type?
Yeah. I love the way he's dressed. I love his hair. Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so we still do have quite a few balloons left on pop. I am going to have you pop 2 balloons.
Okay.
Okay, and one more.
Oh, this is hard. I can't see your eyes.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, this is tough. Okay.
Okay, you can stay right there. We'll start over here.
Okay.
Let's start with your name and age.
My name is Tucker. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a stockbroker.
And how old are you, Tucker?
32.
Why did we end up popping his balloon?
For me, it was the height, which is tough because they're like neck and neck. Neck and neck. But I think it was the height. And you had your glasses on. I needed to see your eyes.
Can you see my ass now?
Huh?
Can you see my ass now?
I can see your eyes now.
How do you look?
They look good.
Okay, cool.
They look good.
Perfect.
And then you popped one more down here. If we can have your name and age.
Castro, 34,
Castro, what do you do?
truck driving company.
All right, so Candy, why did we end up popping his balloon?
So for me, I think it was maybe the style. I do like it, but
Understand.
I think it was the style. But I love your eyes. Oh my God,
Thank you.
love your eyes. Yeah.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Let's head on back. All right, so I am going to have you ask the remaining guys a question.
Okay. So my first question is, what exactly are you guys looking for in a partner? And I say partner, in a partner.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Jason. I'm 38.
And Jason, what do you do?
I'm an attorney. I do civil litigation, mostly on the defense side at a law firm in Virginia called Setliff Law.
Nice.
Okay. And then just to answer a question, what are you looking for in a partner?
I think the only thing worth having in a relationship is something that you can develop and build with somebody that lasts a very long time. So I'm looking for a best friend. I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for somebody that I can move through life with in a way that enhances both of our lives together. And so I'm happy alone. I'm looking for somebody that can increase my happiness essentially when we are together.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Name and age?
Reynaldo, I'm 38 years old.
And what do you do?
I'm a postal carrier, so I deliver mail.
Nice. All right. And so go ahead and answer your question. What do you look for in a partner?
Yes.
I look for loyalty. Just loyalty. I look for a female with strong work ethics as well, because I work hard. I would like that. A hustler at heart. And besides, kind, romantic. Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Now you.
My name is Michael, I'm 32.
And Michael, what do you do?
I'm a deputy sheriff.
Ooh.
And now, what do you look for in a partner?
Someone that's emotionally available, that's adventurous, that like to do things, like to go to the gym and everything, and someone like they said, someone that's my best friend and everything. So, someone that can vibe, someone that definitely can vibe with and everything. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on over here. Name and age.
I'm Demetrius. I'm 36.
Demetrius, what do you do?
I'm in talent acquisition, so HR as well. I'm looking for three things. A spiritual woman, first and foremost, a woman of God. A woman that has emotional intelligence. She knows how to regulate her emotions. She's okay with being by herself, right? She knows how to navigate that space. And communication. It's the most important thing out there on earth. So if we can't have that, then we don't have anything.
Yeah. Do you, Demetrius, know how to navigate a situation where a woman is emotional?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately and fortunately.
Yeah.
I've dealt with women that have been emotional, and at that point in time, I think it's understanding them, giving them their space, but understanding that in that space that they're being emotional, that's actually them actually looking for communication. Actually, they're looking for somebody to speak to and actually understand their emotional space. And so, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Your name and age.
Amir, I'm 35.
And also, what do you do?
I'm from New York, medical technician in dermatology and full-time musician.
If you want to answer a question, what do you look for in a partner?
I'm looking for a woman who's healed, like my brother just said, a woman of God, but specifically Jesus. I'm just looking to come home to, peace.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, some good responses. So I am gonna have you pop 2 balloons. Yes.
2.
2.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready. Okay, and then one more.
This is tough. What do you do again?
Deputy Sheriff.
Sheriff. Okay. One more?
One more.
Gosh, okay.
Okay, so I saw it was really tough, but why did we end up picking his to pop?
I really loved your response, but I think I like some of the other responses a little bit better. But I do appreciate you obviously answering the question.
Why did we end up popping his?
I love your eyes.
Thank you.
I love your fit.
Thank you.
I love all of that. And the way you're like looking at me is, yeah. But I think it was your profession.
You don't like mailman?
I do. But I think I'm looking for someone who's ambitious.
What do you mean by that?
So I would follow up, with that on like how long you've been doing that. Do you want to do something else? I'm definitely open to like helping my partner progress past that. But I think it was like the profession.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, so we got 3 guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Okay. Let me look at my notes. What have you done to prepare yourself for a relationship? Because I do feel as though that does take spending time with yourself, some self-preparation and that type of thing. So what have you done to prepare yourself to have someone come into your space?
That's a fantastic question. I've been single for the last 5 years. I've gotten out of a relationship that I felt like I needed to learn those exact things. I asked God how to be a better man, how to be more prepared for a marriage, and I was in an emotional relationship.
Yeah.
So for the last 5 years, I spent time reflecting, learning myself, relearning myself, but most importantly, understanding that it's my job to lead. But in order to do so, you have to understand what your partner desires.
Yeah.
You have to listen to your partner. But also a leader knows how to take the back seat sometimes. And so I had to learn all those things in the last 5 years being alone. So I would say my spiritual space has allowed me to grow in those areas. And that's what I've done for the last few years.
Well, Candy, I think one of the better qualities that I have is that I'm incredibly introspective. And I don't think it's useful to look at a relationship and point the finger and say, what did this person do wrong? What did this person do wrong? I look inward first, and I try to see what I did to contribute to the dissolution of the relationship. And that's where I start, because sometimes somebody is reacting to you rather than them having something wrong with themselves. So I look inward first, and through that experience, I've been able to identify areas that I need work in. I think we're all work in progresses, and I say each and every day is an opportunity to improve ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I take each day to really live that. And so that's what I do in my personal life, and that's what I do in my relationships.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
We did get a pop balloon over here, so why do we end up popping?
I mean, she's pretty. She got a nice outfit. I love her hair and everything. just a lot of makeup. I was trying to see if I can, get through, but just a lot of makeup. So I want to see what she look like natural and everything. So, but she's very beautiful though.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So now, is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, I would have loved to hear more. I don't feel like I have a lot of makeup on, but I do get a lot of compliments that I look very nice naturally. So
I wish I got to see it.
yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so our two guys left. Any questions for our girl here? Okay, let's go down here. All right, go ahead with your question.
I'll play the game. How do you handle conflict? How do you handle being disappointed with your partner?
Yeah.
How do you come back to center?
Yeah. Great question. So for me, I love conversation. I love communication. I feel like conversations are supposed to lead to understanding. So that first and foremost for me is understanding what the conflict is, where did we go wrong, and then being solution oriented. So how do we fix this? And then moving forward, how do we prevent this from happening again, or what's our game plan? So that's really what I try to focus on. If I feel as though I'm communicating with my partner and we're not getting anywhere, then we need some time. Right. We need some space. We need to think. And then and then just regroup and try to figure out, what exactly the issue is. Yeah. So that's how I handle conflict.
Wow.
Any questions here?
Sure. Would you consider yourself somebody who is high maintenance?
No. But I will ask, high maintenance in what regard?
In any regard. Do you require constant affirmation that to appease an insecurity, for example? Or are you content with yourself and in a relationship where you don't need that kind of constant affirmation?
Yeah. Awesome question. So I don't feel as though I'm high maintenance. I do obviously appreciate any type of affirmations that my partner or my man is able to give to me. My love languages are quality time and physical touch. Sorry.
Those happen to be mine as well. So look at that. Yeah.
So I've honestly, as long as we're able to connect, I'm good. I don't need a constant every day you got to make sure you tell me I'm pretty. No, I don't need that.
Yeah, I often think of it as, some people, they need to have you texting and calling them throughout the day. And I have a very stressful and busy job. And oftentimes I cannot constantly provide that level of communication that some people have come to expect. And I feel that sometimes comes from a bit of insecurity and a bad place. And, once you have gone into your 30s, I sort of view that as being kind of childish. So I very much appreciate your answer.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, it is time to pop a balloon. They both gave really good responses.
They really
great
did.
questions. So I can see why it's tough, but we do have to pop one.
Okay, here I go. I'm so sorry.
You gotta apologize to me.
Okay, and why do we end up popping his?
Well, obviously I had to make a decision. I really enjoyed your answers. I enjoyed your thorough responses and engaging in conversation with me. I think it was the height. When I look and I think about it, I'm like,
I'm okay with
I'm
that.
sorry, you can't do anything about that. But ultimately,
I get what I want.
Yeah.
I ain't never had a problem with that with my height. So I'm right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's head on back and let's bring you on up here with us. Come on up here. All right, I'll have you stand on this side, you on that side. Okay, any final question between the two of you?
Just one question.
Yep.
Do you take astrology seriously?
Yes.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
Okay. Not where it determines my life. Okay. But I do, for example, reading. I'm a Capricorn. Okay. So I take interest in reading about what it has to say about Capricorns and that kind of thing. So it's not I'm like head over heels for it, but I think it's very interesting. Yeah, for sure.
So does the fact that I'm Aquarius and I have no idea what that means? Okay, I have no idea what type of unintended consequences that might impute upon my personality or my actions or my behavior. But does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, I mean, my best friend is an Aquarius, so that should speak for something.
So it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Okay, well then, that being said, is it a yes for you for her?
An obviously very attractive individual, and she gave me absolutely no reason to pop, so that would be a yes for me.
Oh, okay.
I like to make it not just waiting with bated breath. See what I know he's not gonna pop.
And now is it a yes for you for him?
So I did have a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
If I may, I'd like to understand what your family dynamics are right now.
So I'm originally from Seattle and I live in Virginia. My family all is, my immediate family anyway, is still in Seattle. And my parents have been married for over 40 years.
Okay.
And I have a very close relationship with my mother, with my father, with my nieces, who I'm very much hoping to embarrass while I'm on this on this show, with my brother, my sister, and so I think family is very important. It's sort of the foundation for I think what not just society, but sort of our interpersonal relationships and how we develop as people and as human beings.
Yeah.
So family is important to me. That's why I try to make an effort at least to get back to Seattle every year. I've been a bad son. I know, Mama. I know you're watching this, so I'm gonna make a better effort. I'm gonna get home in December. Okay, I promise.
Okay. So then, how does you being in a relationship, though, how would that impact your family or your life or that kind of thing?
The people that I surround myself with are very supportive of me. So whenever I'm in a relationship, everybody that I know brings the person that I care about into the fold as if they're one of their own. So I think it only enhances my family. I've had experiences where I've dated people where they don't bring you in like that. There's a sort of standoffishness, and I don't think that's very conducive to building something that's real with somebody. I think if somebody cares about you, they'd be interested in caring about the people that you care about, unless they're bad for you. And I've been lucky enough in my life to have dated some very wonderful people, and when I do, my family surrounds myself and that person with love and affection, and I think that's how we build together.
Okay, awesome.
Right. So, Candy?
Yes.
Is it a yes for you for him?
It is. Yes.
We got a match! Yeah, boy. Since you guys ended up matching, have you gone on a date?
Candy, you want to take it?
We've hung out a few times.
I was trying to make the first date right after the episode ended, and I knew Candy had a flight back to Charlotte, and I was doing everything in my power to get that flight moved. So let me tell you,
Candy, why would you book your flight right after the show?
Thank you.
I had something to do. It was already planned. It wasn't on me.
Okay. So obviously it didn't happen right after the show. So when was the first date?
So I actually have some cases in North Carolina, and so I actually had already on my schedule to go to Asheville and Hendersonville for some depositions that I was taking the next week. So I told Candy about this, and I said, you know what, I'm going through North Carolina. Why don't we meet up in Charlotte and take you out and do a date? So we did it the week following the show. Okay. And in that interim, we were talking every day. Communication was great. In constant communication throughout the day. So ended up going in Charlotte. We went to a museum and then out to dinner.
Okay, nice. How was that first date for you, Candy?
Like he mentioned, we went to a museum, got some food, got a drink. Super simple, but we talked for a very long time and got to know each other a little bit better. So I would say it went well.
Okay. So now after that, how was everything?
I was there for a couple days. We only hung out that day. And then I was actually supposed to be back 2 weeks following that. So I think we had, tentative plans to see each other again when I was coming back. And then again, we were talking every single day throughout the day until the next time that we could see each other. I ended up, I think one of the cases settled. And so I didn't have to go to North Carolina. And because we had sort of established a nice rapport at this time, I said, well, why don't I fly you out here, put you up in a hotel and we'll hang out for a weekend and have a good time. And that's exactly what we did.
Oh my.
So Candy, he flew you out to Virginia?
He did.
Okay. How was that? Tell me about it.
It was interesting.
Interesting good, interesting bad. What does that mean?
I feel like we got to know a little bit more about one another. But ultimately, I do feel like we had a good time.
All right. So how long were you out there?
For the weekend.
The weekend. Okay. So a quick little weekend trip. Okay. All right. Jason, what'd you guys plan? How'd it go out there?
I thought we had an excellent time, and I was hoping I was trying to bring my A game for that weekend. So I'm not going to. So I planned. We went to dinners, lunches, museums, went out to some lounges, and then to a show.
Okay, so you're a planner. Like you planned everything pretty much.
I'm generally not a planner. I try to play. I try to do things a little spontaneously. But I knew because I was bringing her out and stuff, and I knew she appreciated planning at least for this. I wanted her to turn off her brain and just have a good time. And I thought we had a very good time. Candy is just a pleasure to be with, and a pleasure to be around. She's a great company, and I thought we did get to know each other pretty well during that trip.
Good. Okay. So now after that trip, where are you guys now? Today, are we still getting to know each other? Are we still taking trips to see one another? How's that going?
Well, no.
Why? The trip sounded like it went well.
I thought it did, but I got in my head a little bit, I think. And the next day, I probably should have gave it a day or two to think and reflect on it more, because I don't know if I was being totally fair to Candy and in her favor. And given that I'm blocked now, I couldn't exactly communicate that to her. But I thought my expectation was, we were talking every day. There's a palpable tension that sort of builds when you're building a rapport with somebody. And I thought that was going to manifest itself in something where I could really feel some desire and affection for the things that I was doing. And I thought that I would be able to see that. I thought there would be a lot more connectedness. And what I felt during the trip was that I thought she was trying to create some distance between us. And I'm not accustomed to that, especially when I thought I was acting pretty intentionally, and I thought I was investing in this. And so I thought that she might not be into me, the man. I thought she might be into the value. And I was concerned about that. In the back of my head was the record playing of, the mailman and the security guy, what they did. And is this about my profession, or is this about me? And I'm kind of guarded against that. And so I got on the phone with her and said, I wanted to bring parity back to the situation. And I said, why don't we start from a place of friendship and try to build off that? Because I want you to be with somebody that you don't just like the value, you like the person himself. I want you to be head over heels for whoever you're talking to. And I know Candy's got some DMs now, because I said she is this unbelievable combination of pretty, sexy and cute all at the same time. I don't know how she pulls that off, but she really does. So she knows it. So, but I thought it might be better. Maybe I'm moving ahead too full steam, and maybe I should take a step back, manage my expectations, and start from a place of friendship, and then go forward from there.
Okay, so the trip was great, but you felt like she wasn't all into you as a person?
That essentially, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't feel like I'm very big on needing to feel desired. I didn't really feel that. I mean, I get around Candy and I'm like, man, I want to be as close to you as possible at all times as possible. She has that energy that sort of brings you in, and I got lulled into that. Now you see the face, I got lulled into that, and so I was hoping that would be reciprocated to some degree. I've certainly in my past I've had things move pretty quickly. If anybody's done online dating knows, you're talking for like a week, and then by the time you meet, it's like, wow, you feel sparks.
Like
and
you feel like you already know each other.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I wanted to feel sparks, and I know I felt the sparks, but I didn't know that if she was feeling the sparks. So I said, okay, let me cool down here a bit. Why don't we start from a place of friendship and go from there?
Okay, Candy, let's hear from you.
Well, first, I think the planning was amazing. The things that he planned for us to do were definitely spot on with the things that I enjoy and my interests. So I definitely appreciate that. But like you said, I do feel, things were probably moving at our paces were different. For me, I've been in a long-term relationship. I've been hurt before. I am very conscious and aware of things that are important. And for me, if I want to be serious with somebody, I don't move at a pace that's fast. I do believe friendship should come first. Friendship is the foundation. So for me, it was let's build a friendship, let's get to know one another, and then let's see where we can go from there. So I do feel like we probably were different as far as Jason kind of jumping in. I don't feel like I jumped in with him when it comes to that, but that didn't mean that I maybe wouldn't have gotten there eventually. So I do feel like, us establishing let's be friends first was the right direction to go in.
I'm confused. Are you confused? Pretty confused.
Okay. But is he, like he stated, he feel like you were more so interested in what he can bring than him himself? Is there truth to that?
Not at all. Not at all. First, I didn't ask to come and be flown out. That was something that was offered to me. I did offer to drive, but ultimately, that was something that was offered to me. So it was never, and it's never been in any of my situations about what somebody can give to me. Again, the question was asked, am I high maintenance, materialistic, however you want to phrase it? And I said no, and I meant that. So in getting to know somebody, there are certain expectations that I don't have. But I do appreciate the things that Jason did as far as dinner and us going out and things like that. It's most appreciated. But it's not something that I necessarily expected. So I'm here to get to know somebody for who they are, not for what I feel like I can get out of the situation as far as materialistic, financially, money, that type of thing. That's not who I am.
So I know you said, when you're getting to know someone, building a friendship is like the main thing first. So before you went out there on this trip, was that something that was discussed between the two of you? Like, hey, this is just simply us being friends. We're not going to try to even do this with a romantic route. Like, was that a discussion, or was that something you thought he just knew?
That's a great question. As much as we spoke, I don't know that we established that verbatim. Okay. For me, it was understood. That's how I felt. And that's not to say that we couldn't have risen to other levels, but initially, that's how I would be with anybody. So maybe, we should have had a conversation more so about that at the beginning, and maybe Jason wouldn't feel the way that he felt, but yeah, we are where we are.
Okay. So when you guys were having like these conversations, talking to each other, prior to you coming out there, even when you guys went on your first date, all that stuff, was it like on a friendly vibe, or were you guys flirting? Like, how was it to where now you guys are both like, oh, we're on two different paths. We didn't know, like, we weren't seeing eye to eye on where this was going.
Oh, I'm flirting.
Okay.
He is.
Okay, you're flirting, but she giving it back, or it was always just you?
Candy's so sweet that maybe sometimes it's hard to distinguish between what she's giving off as friendship vibes or what is coming off as flirty vibes. But and I think our own brains want to interpret it the way we want to perceive it, and the way we hope that it's being perceived. So, I think actually I'm being a little facetious. I think it was a healthy combination of both. It's exactly the type of communication I think you want when you're really getting to know somebody. It's this combination of we're getting to know each other, we're learning about each other, there's flirtation there. And so that was my perception of our communication.
Okay. So what led to you being blocked? You mentioned you're blocked now.
You.
Girl, I can show you my text message right now.
Awkward.
Because I texted you the next day. Are you mad at me? Because I saw that you unfollowed me. I saw that I was blocked on WhatsApp, text messages, and I was removed from the group chat. Now, I actually respected that level of pettiness because I was like, that is funny. That is funny. I saw Kenny has removed you from the group chat. I was like, all right, I respect that level of pettiness.
Kenny, what happened? How did we get to this?
So from the conversation that we had, we were discussing a group trip. And from what Jason shared with me, I felt as if he would not be interested in being in the group trip. So there's no need to be a part of the group chat, which is what we talk about. So that is why he was removed. But I don't have an issue with you. You're not blocked. You can text me right now. You're not blocked.
All right.
So you said you texted her, are you mad at me?
Maybe I'm telling tales out of school. I won't go too far into how I ascertained whether or not I was blocked or not. It did appear from my perception that I was blocked across multiple platforms. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe something happened. You know how these phones be sometimes, or how the
I don't know. My phone always works.
Sorry.
Y'all gotta tell me because my phone always works.
Yeah.
So did you not get a reply when you sent a text? Is that what happened?
I got the little exclamation mark, like it won't go through. And then you guys reached out about doing this, and I wanted to kind of clear the air with her. So I tried to send a message on Instagram, and that didn't go through. So I was like, okay, but maybe multiple platforms went down at the same time immediately following that conversation.
Candy, let me find out you just unblocked them because of this. Is that what happened?
Oh wait. Oh god.
Is that what happened, Candy?
When this call
Because we're trying to know. He said he was blocked. He sent you a few messages that didn't go through. Did you just recently unblock him?
No, you're not blocked.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
I don't know if it's your service. I don't know. But you're not blocked. I don't have a
So what was the last conversation you guys had then?
That conversation I described the day after you left, where I had indicated that maybe we should start from a place of friendship. And we left it at that. And I feel like during that conversation, I did not give her a fair hearing. And I thought that was why perhaps there was the reaction there was the day before, because she actually caught me off guard during that conversation. Candy cut me off if you don't want me to talk about any of this, but she had indicated, so are you making the decision for us? And that gave me pause because I had to think about it, and I was just really, I can be quite decisive, and I don't want to make the decision for two people, but I don't know any other way other than to express how I feel, and then how I feel is going to lead to an incongruity between how we think we should go forward. Then I suppose it's me making the decision, but I was kind of at a loss, and I actually reflected on that in the days following that, and I was like, maybe we're just different. Maybe I didn't take the time to get to know her enough in this particular way to truly understand where she was coming from. And I said during the show, I look inward first, and I really do. And so I started thinking, damn, what did I jump the gun here a little bit? So I do apologize to Candy to the extent that I did for that, and to the extent that she did block me. I'm not saying you did. I would say that would be a reasonable reaction, especially if your perception of how things went was different from mine from that conversation. So I appreciate the fact that I'm unblocked or never was. Depending on how we look at it. And yes, internet, I know I'm talking too much.
Jason. Okay, so you guys decided, or Jason, you said, we're gonna be friends, and that was it. Never again spoke again after that.
Correct.
But why? If you're gonna be friends, shouldn't the conversation continue?
Well, that's what I thought. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Okay, let's hear from Candy. Candy, let's hear from you.
So initially, I felt that we had a good time throughout the weekend, and I could understand that we were moving at different paces.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel, and it's something that I brought up to Jason, I'm very transparent. I felt as if the fact that he brought me out, had a good time, the fact that I did not engage in certain activities, that he decided, okay, let's just be friends. So that was something for me. I am not that type of girl, and he shared with me that he felt as if one of his concerns was that I was too wholesome. To each his own, that's how you feel, but I am a woman of standard, and I make decisions that are best for me. And so in the conversation that we had, I expressed that. And ultimately, that's why I initially felt that's why he said what he said and made the decision that he made for us. The conversation wasn't necessarily about how I feel. It was, I thought about this and this is what it is. So yeah, that's kind of how it went. And feeling the way that I felt, I didn't know if this was a friendship that I could engage in or continue. from my perspective of things. So, yeah, we haven't really had a conversation since then, but I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue. I just feel like we were on different pages, and that's why in the episode, I believe I was speaking to Demetrius, but communication is so important because you never know what the other person is thinking, how they're perceiving things. So it is important to express how you feel and be very clear on what your intentions are. So.
Okay. So in the moment when these activities were brought up or discussed, whatever it was, I'm not sure, you expressed to him like, oh, you know, I move at a slower pace. It's something I'm not going to do. And then what happened? Like, I don't know. We're just confused how you guys had a great trip and then now you're not talking.
I just want to clear the air. So the activity was nothing too nefarious. All right. There was on the last night I asked if I could have a goodnight kiss and I was rebuffed. So that wasn't, we're not talking about, something more indiscreet than that.
Okay.
But I had indicated that I think she might be too wholesome, and we had a discussion about our sort of spiritual backgrounds and so forth, and I understood where she was coming from, but that wasn't something that was an issue for me. And she assured me that she is somebody that is adventurous in terms of, when I say wholesome, I'm talking about, can you have adventure? Are you somebody that we can have fun with? We can do things that involve risk, stuff like that, because I'm a very adventurous person. And she sort of assured me that, she's right there with me. So I was hoping that a friendship can ensue from that, and communication would have definitely been helpful to make sure that we were on the same page with what we were both thinking about, because I don't want anything projected onto me or my intentions being misunderstood in any way.
Okay. All right. Well, any final thoughts between the two of you? I know you guys haven't spoken in a while, but any final thoughts?
That's it.
Okay.
Women. They matched. They looked good together. Went on dates. He even flew her into their second date, and she blocked him because he suggested they stay as friends. Was she after his career, his lifestyle, or was something deeper going on? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments and keep the conversation going. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.